We're talking about one of my all-time favorite molecules in the body, one of my all-time favorite ingredients in skincare, one of my all-time favorite nutritional supplements, hyaluronic acid. Now, we've been emphasizing hyaluronic acid, or HA, in the skin, but lest we be misleading or remiss, it's important to recognize that HA, hyaluronic acid, is absolutely fundamental for wellness and anti-aging and building the body, and the electrical nature of the body. Hyaluronic acid, via its ability to trap water, is very important for helping the body conduct electricity. At the end of the day, the body is an electrical system, not a chemical system. The chemistry of nutritional supplementation, the chemistry of food, the chemistry of vitamins, and the chemistry of minerals really is secondary to the electrical nature of food and the electrical nature of vitamins and minerals and the electrical nature of supplements and the electrical nature of hyaluronic acid and substances like hyaluronic acid. They're all electrical, and by ingesting hyaluronic acid, helping your body build hyaluronic acid, you're up-regulating, you're stimulating electricity in the body. Aging is an electrical phenomena. Cancer is an electrical phenomena. Breakdown is an electrical phenomenon. And at the end of the day, the chemistry of nutritional supplementation is important because it supports electricity, bodily biological electricity. This is why the brain is so dependent on hyaluronic acid. The brain, of course, is a super electrical system. One of the most complicated, no, it is the most complicated electrical system in the universe, according to biologists anyway. Nerve cells depend on HA. Alzheimer's disease is now the sixth leading cause of death. By the way, did you know women are twice as likely to die from Alzheimer's disease and twice as likely to get Alzheimer's disease than men? Women are also much more likely to get autoimmune disease than men. Well, this probably has something to do with estrogen, which is an inflammatory substance. Anyway, I digress. Some of hyaluronic acid's protective effects for dementia involve its ability to protect us from sugar. Yes, hyaluronic acid is anti-glycation. I blogged about glycation. Actually, I will be blogging about glycation. I wrote an article about glycation, and it should show up on my blog here today or maybe tomorrow. Glycation is sugaring, caramelization, and it's one of the things that happens to diabetics or anybody who's got messed up blood sugar. And you don't have to be a full-fledged diabetic to have messed up blood sugar. Diabetes is basically a diagnosis that's made when you reach a threshold point, a critical mass level. But you can have messed up blood sugar for years before you're officially a diabetic. And one of the problems with messed up blood sugar is the reaction that sugar has with various parts of the body. Well, as it turns out, hyaluronic acid is protective against sugaring, caramelization, or glycation, if you prefer. And using hyaluronic acid supplements or helping your body build hyaluronic acid is a wonderful anti-diabetes strategy. And that might be why hyaluronic acid is protective against Alzheimer's disease and various dementias. Alzheimer's disease is now called type 3 diabetes. Yes, AD, Alzheimer's disease. Dementias in general are a type of diabetes. Surprise, surprise. If you've been listening to The Bright Side for any length of time, you know it's no surprise to me or no surprise to us here on The Bright Side, because we talk about blood sugar or dysglycemia, messed up blood sugar, as being a fundamental cause of all disease. You don't have to wait for the medical model to officially crown your disease state as a type of diabetes. All degenerative disease is a type, or at least a symptom, of dysglycemia or messed up blood sugar. Now it's official, of course, because the doctors in the medical model have made it official. AD, Alzheimer's disease, is a type of diabetes, and hyaluronic acid can be protective against all diabetes, all blood sugar problems, including dementias and Alzheimer's disease. Hyaluronic acid is also important for the health of the lungs, for the health of the kidneys, for the same reason. Protects against sugaring, protects against caramelization. If you have messed up blood sugar, and 1 out of 3 Americans do, you might want to think about supplementing with hyaluronic acid or your glucogel caps or any of the other strategies we have talked about and will talk about for building this super duper important molecule. And then, of course, hyaluronic acid can be thought of as a type of molecular rivet for stabilizing connective tissue. Connective tissue is the solidity of the body. It's the part that pulls, it's the part of the body that holds everything together. Connective tissue connects everything. Connective tissue makes up 1/3 of the body's dry weight. It provides a framework for the other 70% or so of the body's form. the signs of aging, the visible signs of aging in the skin, as well as the not so visible signs of aging in the inner structure of the body, are in large part due to a shriveling and weakening of connective tissue. A breakdown of connective tissue. Osteoporosis is the classic example of a dissolution of connective tissue. And there are a lot of really idiotic, ridiculous strategies. I mean, really ridiculous strategies that the medical model has for helping protect our health and supposedly our health. Medicine is not health. And we really got to get this through our heads that medicine and health are two different ideas. Medicalization of health does not serve us, especially when it comes to connective tissue diseases, and nothing is more exemplary, or nothing exemplifies the silliness of the medical model when it comes to taking care of our health and the idea that you can drug your way to building connective tissue, so-called bisphosphonate drugs, among the most deadly and toxic of all medications, whether we're talking about Fosamax or Boniva or Actonel, or whatever your flavor or your favorite bisphosphonate drug is. There's no friggin' way any of these drugs are going to help you build connective tissue. What they do is they poison the cleanup system. One of the things that happens in the body is the body cleans up old bone, cleans up old connective tissue. It's like a cleanup crew. These enzymes that break down and remove old connective tissue, well, the drugs, how do they work? They poison the cleanup crew. Anyway, we'll continue and come back from our break. On Pharmacist, 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll be back after this.
Stress, like many conditions in a fast-paced society, is at epidemic proportions, and one of the most effective ways to support your body during periods of excessive stress is by replacing the nutrients expended during that time. De-stress contains large amounts of B-complex vitamins, in addition to vitamin C, magnesium, and valerian root extract. For more information on this and other great products, contact Lady Talk Live at 855-333-5239. Majestic Earth's Beyond Tangy Tangerine contains no artificial sweeteners or preservatives and is glycemic friendly. This easy dissolving powder contains plant-derived minerals, vitamins, amino acids, and 115 fruits and vegetables. I can't think of anything better for you. For more information on this and other great products, contact Lady Talk Live at 855-333-5239. That's 855-333-LADY.
It's absolutely heartbreaking. All over America, people are suffering from issues related to angina pain, high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, irregular heartbeat, clogged arteries, and high cholesterol. Can you live your life free from sickness, pain, and fear, and experience your body's healing itself? Look to Heart and Body Extract, an all-natural supplement that aids ailing bodies. It is an exclusive formula of wild-crafted and organic herbs. End the pain without all the side effects of prescription drugs. People 20 years younger will envy your vitality. Want a happier, healthier you? Then go to heartandbody.com or call toll-free 866-295-5305 for free information. Heart and Body Extract offers a lifetime guarantee with no price increase in over 14 years. What are you waiting for? Call Heart and Body now at 866-295-5305 for your free information, or go to heartandbody.com. Distributor inquiries are welcome.
Hi, my name is Scott Fuchs, teacher and rowing coach for over 14 years. I was sluggish, overweight, on prescription drugs, and only 30-something. Fortunately, I was referred to Dr. Z, and happy to say Dr. Z's all-natural protocols over a consistent course resolved my health issues. I'm in the best shape of my life, and most importantly, on zero medications.
I'm Dr. Zdanowski, author of Evology, trained as a primary care physician, surgical manipulation under anesthesia, expert in nutrition, diet, weight loss, immune system, and I specialize in chiropractic. My 15 years of professional experience has taught me the 4 keys to vibrant health: a balanced musculoskeletal system, an integrated nervous system, a flowing lymphatic system, and a body filled with over 90 essential nutrients. This has been a secret too long. Actualize your potential, reverse disease. Call me, Dr. Z, 201-945-1177, 201-945-1177, evolyourself.com.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Results will vary from case to case.
More and more people are discovering the incredible benefits of alkalizing the body, and there's no better product for it than AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops. Packed with a powerful combination of the most alkaline minerals and compounds, just a few drops in water will rid your body of harmful waste and give you more vibrance and vigor than you've had in years. Now buy 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Are your Google search results killing you? Unflattering content in blogs, news articles, online reviews, social media, or other sources can jeopardize your reputation, your business, and your livelihood. Let Reputation.com help. Our patented technology will make the truth about you more visible while pushing down unwanted negative content. Improve your Google search results. Call Reputation.com at 1-800-831-0771 for a free consultation. That's 800-831-0771.
Many are in disbelief today after word of shocking allegations against a Minnesota-based talk syndication company known as GCN. It's claimed that they're the 4th largest talk syndication company in the U.S., making it even more scandalous that they've been accused of helping business owners expose themselves on a massive scale. Let's go live to Tom for more on this story.
It's being called the greatest exposure of our lifetime, while other business owners are beginning to step forward claiming they too exposed themselves with the help of GCN.
It's true. They're all guilty. Every last one of them. GCN helped me get the exposure my company needed, and just think, that was years ago. Today, GCN has like 700 affiliate stations and over 6 million downloads from iTunes and their website every month.
Imagine the exposure your company can get. Expose your business to the masses. Email advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective. GCN.
If you're worried about your health and you're tired of the nasty side effects of harsh drugs or antibiotics, then look no further. Supernatural Silver is the answer. Supernatural Silver is a powerful immune system enhancer that can be used every day to help keep you healthy and well with none of those nasty side effects. It's extremely safe for use internally as well as topically. And Supernatural Silver is hundreds of times more effective than colloidal or ionic silver. It is perfect for use in the sinuses, eyes, ears, and on any wound or skin issue. Supernatural Silver is also extremely effective when taken orally and can help fight off bacteria, viruses, and mold that may be overwhelming your immune system. Go to supernaturalsilver.com, supernaturalsilver.com, and use the promo code SILVER2015 for 30% off of your entire order, and give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance with Supernatural Silver.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
It's very easy to be a criminal. All you need to burglarize a home is one simple household tool, a pair of scissors. If your home security system can be compromised by a criminal using scissors, then you're making it easy for them. Almost every home security system, even those sold by big-name companies, has a weakness: the phone line. You shell out $1,500, get locked into a long-term contract, and think you're safe. But a burglar can destroy your alarm in seconds with one snip. And when a burglar cuts your phone line, you're defenseless. Simply Safe Home Security is the smarter choice. Built by Harvard engineers, Simply Safe uses a wireless connection to call the cops. Scissors can't cut it, and that means your home stays safe. 24/7 professional monitoring is under $15 a month with no contract. Simply Safe Home Security keeps you safer than the other guys for half the cost. Protect your home with the alarm you can trust. Simply Safe. Go to simplysafedefense.com now for an exclusive 10% offer. That's simplysafedefense.com.
Hi, this is Sophie Winnick, longtime distributor and user of Youngevity products. In the last few years, my family went through a crisis. Everything else in my life, including my business, had to be put on the back burner. Thankfully, life is getting back to normal now. But the one thing I never had to worry about was my business and my monthly commission. I've been a distributor for Youngevity for over 17 years, since before it was Youngevity. And I've got to say, the most amazing thing about this company is the people. While my family was in crisis, other distributors stepped in and helped my customers, simply because that's what Youngevity people do, even for people they don't know. For me, it has never been about getting rich. It was about a product I could stand behind, a company I could count on, and a monthly commission check that has never not once been late in 17 years. Youngevity is truly a business for everyone, even people who have too much to do. I'm Sophie Winnick. I'm just like you. I have a real life, real ups and downs, but I know I will always have Youngevity.
Hi, John Hubner from Midas Resources. Are you tired of watching your hard-earned assets dwindle away? As government spending is out of hand and the Federal Reserve is creating in excess of $20 billion a week, are you tired of stockbrokers gambling away your hard-earned money? Is this market a setup for a crash greater than 1987? Too many of today's policies resemble those that led to the collapse of 1929. This is John Hubner, and that was me in 2007. And we all know what happened when the subprime credit bubble burst. By March 2009, the dollar lost 50% of its value. The entire U.S. banking system was on the verge of collapsing. Like all financial problems of the past, is history about to repeat itself? Call me, John Hubner, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 129, before it's too late to protect yourself. Will the oncoming catastrophe take all private IRAs, 401ks with it? There is a way to protect your hard-earned assets. Call me, John Hubner, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 129.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average over 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
It's absolutely heartbreaking. All over America, people are suffering from issues related to angina pain, high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, irregular heartbeat, clogged arteries, and high cholesterol. Can you live your life free from sickness, pain, and fear, and experience your body's healing itself? Look to Heart and Body Extract, an all-natural supplement that aids ailing bodies. It is an exclusive formula of wild-crafted and organic herbs. End the pain without all the side effects of prescription drugs. People 20 years younger will envy your vitality. Want a happier, healthier you? then go to heartandbody.com or call toll-free 866-295-5305 for free information. Heart and Body Extract offers a lifetime guarantee with no price increase in over 14 years. What are you waiting for? Call Heart and Body now at 866-295-5305 for your free information or go to heartandbody.com. Distributor inquiries are welcome. All right, we're talking hyaluronic acid, connective tissue. Hyaluronic acid is kind of like a rivet for the structure of the body. It's a stabilizing substance for the body. As hyaluronic acid levels start to shrink, as our production of hyaluronic acid starts to slow down over the course of time as we age, the body shrivels up. That means building hyaluronic acid and building connective tissue in general is a major, if not the major anti-aging strategy. The best, the most important way that we can keep ourselves healthy and young and youthful and vital in appearance as well as the internal nature is by supplementing with hyaluronic acid and hyaluronic acid supporting substances. Now, you know, we talk about bone soup on this program all the time. One of the major benefits of bone soup is that you get hyaluronic acid right in the soup, right in the liquid. If you use real chicken bones, the hyaluronic acid in the cartilage will dissolve right in the water, and you'll have yourself a nice hyaluronic acid drink. I'm telling you guys, bone soup is amazing, amazing stuff. Take your chicken, drop it in the pot. I use a Whole Foods chicken. Make sure it's an organic chicken or a hormone-free chicken. You don't want to have those hormones and antibiotics in your soup. You'll be drinking a toxic brew if you do that. So make sure you use an organic chicken or and a hormone-free chicken, antibiotic-free chicken. Drop it in a pot of water. If you use one of those rotisserie chickens that you get from Whole Foods, you'll shorten your cooking time, and you'll also have a nice spiced chicken. You can do it with a fresh chicken if you like, and turn it into soup. Throw in some veggies at the end, and then you can stick the stuff in the freezer if you want in ice cube trays and make a cup of soup as you desire. Just drop it in a pot or in the microwave, or you can just carry it with you in the thermos to work or wherever you go. It's great for older folks, helps build their bones and helps build their connective tissue. And as we've been talking earlier, it's also bone soup, that is, via its hyaluronic acid content. It's also important for the brain and the nervous system. And of course, it's also wonderful liquid protein. Topically, retinol, fatty vitamin C, alpha hydroxy acids, using exfoliation techniques. We're going to talk about this here in the next few days. Exfoliation techniques at home or having chemical peels done at an esthetician's office. All of these are ways that you can upregulate hyaluronic acid in the skin to keep wrinkles at bay. As I said earlier, connective tissue building, whether it's in the skin or whether it's inside the body, is not just for structure, it's also for electricity. The bones, the teeth, collagen, even the blood are all electrical systems. Yes, the blood is connective tissue and it's an electrical system. One of the problems with the crappy foods that we eat and our lousy diets and our messed up digestive systems is the stuff that we eat eventually makes it into the blood gets dirty, and the electrical energy of the blood becomes compromised. When the movement of the blood slows down, when the blood clots, when the blood coagulates, the electrical nature of the blood is affected negatively. All this has to do with diet and food. Do you guys get how powerful we are when it comes to our health? None of this involves a doctor. None of this involves the medical model. None of this involves drugs. None of this involves surgery. There is no connection, none, between health and wellness and youth and vitality and anything your doctor can do. Is the doctor important for emergencies, for trauma? For heroic medicine? Yes, of course. Thank God we have surgeons who can stitch things back up. Thank God we have antibiotics so we don't drop dead of a cold or a respiratory infection or tuberculosis or bacteria the way we did 150 years ago. Praise God that we have a medical model when it comes to emergencies and heroic care. But as far as health and wellness and anti-aging and staying young and staying vital and keeping our skin great and looking good, none of this involves a doctor. And how dare a doctor stick his nose under the tent of our health and tell us that we got to be medicalized and pharmacalized and diagnosticized, that's a word, into being healthy. To build connective tissue from a nutritional standpoint, drink your bone soup. Make sure you're getting enough protein. And make sure you're getting enough essential fats. There's a very important relationship between bone building and connective tissue building and your ultimate essential fatty acids. Yes, EFAs, fats, are very important for building connective tissue. And of course, GAGs, gags. like hyaluronic acid. GAGs are a family of compounds. Hyaluronic acid is a member of the GAG family. Glucosaminoglycans, that's what the GAGs stand for. We'll just call them GAGs. These GAGs are an entire family of compounds, of which glucosamine is one. Yes, glucosamine is a very important precursor to hyaluronic acid. In fact, hyaluronic acid is partially made up of glucosamine. So by using your glucogel caps, boom, you're going to upregulate your hyaluronic acid. Same with the Fucoid Z and the Z Radical. Two wonderful supplements, wonderful all-around supplements. Why are they all-around supplements? Important for blood and the immune system, the structural components of the body and the digestive system and the bone and brain health, etc. Why is the Fucoid Z and the Z Radical important for all of these different parts of the body? Because of its involvement with connective tissue, because of its involvement with substances like hyaluronic acid. And of course, your Mighty 90 essential nutrients are also a must. Other supplements that are vital for anti-wrinkle and anti-aging and bone building and brain health via this, and skin health via this hyaluronic acid and connective tissue connection, if you will. Vitamin C. Silica. I love silica. Liquid silica gel. You know, silica is the most abundant solid substance on the planet. Sand is silica. Glass is silica. Silica is majorly structural. It's found in seeds, the outer parts of seeds. It's found in certain vegetables. But you can supplement with silica, liquid silica gel. You can go to a pharmacist and get silica powder. That's what I do. I buy silica powder and I put some in water with a little vitamin C and Beyond Tangy Tangerine. I make myself a silica drink. Highly electrical. Super important for building connective tissue. If you don't want to mess around with making your own silica drink, you can buy something called liquid silica gel. Of course, you can also eat seeds and veggies to get your silica. Horsetail is a particularly good source of silica. Liquid fats are important, essential fatty acids. Liquid protein from bone soup and egg and whey is also very important for helping build connective tissue. Eggs are particularly skin-friendly food. And eggs will also get you important essential fatty acids. Eggs will also get you vitamin A and zinc, two critically important nutrients for skin health. Zinc is maybe it probably is the skin's most important mineral, and you'll get zinc in your eggs. And vitamin A is the skin's most important vitamin, and you'll get vitamin A in your eggs too. So probably eggs, a case could be made for eggs being the skin's favorite food. Magnesium also is found in eggs, and magnesium is also important for skin health. And then there's a whole digestive health connection to keeping your skin young and beautiful and your connective tissue strong and vital. We'll continue this discussion. Take your phone calls as well. 844-236-6010 is our number. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll be back. We'll continue talking about HA and connective tissue building. We'll talk about the digestive system, because you can't really build connective tissue without a healthy, intact digestive system. Some of these nutrients are very important in terms of getting these nutrients into your body. Really involves digestion and absorption. Not only that, but the digestive tract itself is made up of connective tissue, which is why using your glucogel caps and your Fucoid Z and vitamin C and silica gel and bone soup and all the connective tissue building strategies we talk about here on the bright side are also very important for digestive health. And because leaky gut syndrome, when the connective tissue in the digestive system breaks down, is really the cause of much, if not all, degenerative disease. Building connective tissue by its ability to help strengthen the digestive tract and prevent leaky gut syndrome can have a positive effect, can have a beneficial effect on every single degenerative disease there is. Via connective tissue building in the digestive tract. There's just so much to talk about here. We'll continue our discussion tomorrow on connective tissue in the digestive system, and we'll talk about skin health. We'll talk about exfoliation here. We'll do all of this in the coming days. Ways that you can exercise your skin. I call exfoliation exercise. Exercising the skin. Anyway, that'll all be tomorrow and in the coming days on the bright side. Time to hit our phones, 844-236-6010. Truth Raider, where you been, buddy? Welcome.
Well, he's a jolly good fellow that nobody can deny.
What's going on
out there? Pharmacist Ben is such a wonderful guy. Please do listen to his shows, archive the shows, take down notes on every key piece of information it gives you, because it's all true. And he's a great guy.
Thank you,
personally, he's wonderful. But as for myself, well, I'm just some disorganized, subcutaneous.
What's going on, Carl? How can I help you, my man? Do you got anything
I'm
going
on the road, folks. For all
you're on the road?
Out there who are familiar, some of us slip through the cracks.
Carl, what's up, buddy?
All my efforts have kind of gone awry as far as getting successful home status and so on and so forth. So within 3 days, I don't know where I'm going to be.
Carl, you got to call me personally. Those are personal things. Give me a call when you get a chance, Carl. I'm going to let you go. I've been trying to call you, too, by the way. Your phone isn't working, or maybe you don't have one. So give me a shout, Carl, when you get a chance. I'm going to let you go. That's Carl Truth Raider, my friend and listener. Thank you, Carl. Appreciate it. Give me a call when you get a chance. All right, let's go to Pam in California. What's going on, Pam? Welcome to the Bright Side.
Oh, hi, Ben. I'm so glad to talk to you. You're absolutely amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. What's up?
Well, I've been listening to you for a long time, and I've been aware of a lot of what you've been talking about for a long time, nowhere near what you know, but anyway.
Are you a professional? Are you a health or skin or professional?
No, but
But you have skin and you have health.
I've been reading this stuff. I listened to Dr. Wallach when he first, came on the radio, and then I started collecting alternative manuals and books on health, and so I'm well aware. And I have got some horror stories about the mainstream medical profession, which I don't want to regale you with at this time. One, my mother had psoriasis for many years, and it turned out it was a corn allergy.
Oh, you're kidding. Okay, I can see that.
She had huge
corn, by the way, has a lot of gluten in it. People don't realize it.
Oh, yeah. But she had huge plaques on her elbows and on her shin bones, and and one of the most terrible stories is this was when she was like 30-some years old. We went to a doctor, and this doctor thought it was a tumor on her elbow and literally removed the psoriasis, thinking it was a tumor.
Luckily, she had a doctor. Oh, my God. It's a good thing we have doctors and dermatologists to help us with our psoriasis. So he cured the psoriasis, right?
Yeah, it was psoriasis that they thought. Did he
cure it? The doctor cured it, right?
Yeah, he sure did, but it came back.
Oh, it came back. Oh, my goodness. So what's going on? How can we help you, Pam?
Okay, well, I'm 69 years old, and I've been doing a lot of this stuff for years. Lots of vitamin C, lots of everything. And for my age, I have very, very few wrinkles and lines, maybe a few light lines. But I did buy one of your products, and I talked to one of your lovely.
Which product? Which product did you buy?
The retinol gel.
Oh, you did. Have you been using it?
Mm-hmm. And I must say, I do notice a change very quickly. I know.
Very nice, very nice. How are you using it? You went to truthtreatments.com and you got the retinol gel.
Well, I'm not online, so I tracked down a phone number for Sanitas, and I spoke to.
Oh no, that's a different one. I'm not. I sold Sanitas.
Well, but she sent me yours.
She did. Yeah. She sent you truthtreatments.com, the gel.
Yep, she sent me the gel. Her name was Cynthia.
Oh, really? Oh, how awesome is that? Okay, so you've been using my new the Truth Treatments retinol gel, right?
Right, only for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I got a light peel, but
very nice.
It wasn't irritating, and
it's not irritating. It's 5% retinol too, Pam. You're not going to find that anywhere else.
No, I know, and I've read labels up one end and down the other. Like, I've been a label reader on foods, on cosmetics.
Good for you. Good for you. So you saw the vitamin C's in the retinol gel. It's 25% vitamin C in addition to 5%. Good for you. Well, how can we help you today? You got any questions or anything?
Because of my age, and I know you can't hold back the hands of time forever and ever, but this lady I spoke with, because we got into a discussion about the difference between collagen and elastin.
Well,
and I have some sagging along my jaw lines, not a whole lot, but I've got some sagging because of my age. And everything I've done, the vitamin C and this and that.
You still got the sagging.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask you about the facial exercises helping that, whether you think that would help.
Absolutely, it helps. Facial exercises, there's two kinds of facial or skin exercises. And thanks for your call, Pam. I'm going to let you go. And thank you for the kind words as well. In fact, if you send me an email to truth.treatments@gmail.com, I'll send you out a little freebie, a freebie omega-6 healing cream to go with your retinol. Truth.treatments@gmail.com. Make sure you put Pam from the radio, and then I'm going to let you go, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. So first of all, collagen, and there's a lot of different connective tissue proteins. We talk about collagen all the time, but elastin is one also. For the most part, though, there's small amounts of elastin. For the most part, the vast majority of connective tissue is collagen. Yes, indeed. You can do muscular exercises to develop collagen and elastin, moving your face certain ways and holding it. Those are called facial exercises. You can YouTube those. And then there's the topical, the superficial exercises, which we're going to talk about in the coming days. Those will also increase the production of collagen and elastin in the skin. That's basically exfoliation. Retinol will do it, and you can use my retinol gel to do it. 5% retinol gel at Truth Treatments at truthtreatments.com, www.truthtreatments.com. You can find out all about it there. You can also use alpha hydroxy acids, and I do recommend people get peels once a month or so from an esthetician, using glycolic acid or lactic acid, and then following it up with vitamin C in order to topically stimulate the production of collagen and elastin. So there's two ways to do it: by facial exercises, holding your face in certain ways, and then contracting and relaxing the facial muscles. That can do it. And then topically or superficially using retinol, truthtreatments.com. You can get retinol gel there, or also exfoliation via chemical peels can stimulate collagen and elastin and hyaluronic acid and moisture factors and pretty much everything. So there's two ways to do your facial exercises: the physical way by holding your muscles in certain ways and contracting and relaxing. You can YouTube those. And then topically, superficially, doing peels with retinol gel, truthtreatments.com, or going to an esthetician and having glycolic and lactic acid peels done regularly once a month or so. All right, hang tight. Got more calls to get to. Chuck, Todd, Tony will get to you when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away. Tony in Florida, what's cooking?
Good morning. How are you today?
Doing good, buddy. How can we help you, man?
All right, let me give you a synopsis of what's been going on with me in the past 8 days.
Okay.
On Father's Day morning, I woke up at about 7 a.m., and when I tried to stand up, the room was spinning. I was dizzy.
Okay.
So eventually...
Never happened before? First time that ever happened?
First time ever.
Okay.
So eventually, I ended up having to call an ambulance.
Wow.
Out of fear. I was afraid to try to stand up because the room continued to spin.
Were you nauseous?
A little bit of nausea, yes.
Okay. So tell me, what did they do? What did they do when you got to the ER?
They ran some blood tests and other tests, checked me out, and the diagnosis that they came back with was vertigo.
Well, vertigo is not really, it's a diagnosis, but vertigo means spinning. So big deal. So you went to the emergency room and said, "Oh, you're spinning. You have spinning." That's a stupidity of diagnosis. Did you need the doctor to tell you have spinning? I hope you didn't pay for it. That's what I'm telling you. I'm joking. I'm teasing you. But do you realize that's what happened? You went to the doctor and he said, "Oh yes, you have spinning." What the heck is that about? That doesn't help you. So he gave you hydrolysine, or I forgot what they give you for it. Some kind of antihistamine type of drug.
He prescribed
Meclizine. Right. Meclizine is an antihistamine. You could have gone and gotten some Benadryl, and you didn't have to waste your time or your money. That's the stupidity of the model.
I haven't taken it. And what he explained to me, he said there are 3 rings in the inner ear, and there's fluid that goes around. And
right, that's correct.
He said I have some sort of calcium or protein blockage.
Okay, bingo. Now you're talking here. This is the problem here. The blood, the fluid, I should say, in the head is starting to clog up, and that usually involves an inflammatory process. Inflammation, and listen up, Tony. I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to everybody, but listen up, Tony. This is so important, all right? Vertigo, dizziness, Meniere's disease, all of these things, vestibular migraines, even epilepsy, all of these things involve fluid in the head that is not moving as it should. It's kind of like what happens in the blood when the blood gets clogged up. All of this is following inflammation. Inflammation means defense. Okay, you want to think of the body as a military kind of, use a military metaphor to think about what's happening in the body. Your defenses are up. The Defense Department is up. Now, if you have a defensive response, what's the one question you need to ask? What is offending the body? What's getting into the body that's alerting the defensive response or causing or sparking up this defensive response? Now, things don't get into the body randomly. There's only 3 major pathways that they get into the body. When I say into the body, I mean into the blood. They go through the skin, they go through the nose, or they go through the mouth. Well, The skin occasionally, if you're an IV drug user, or you got a major burn, or maybe if you had a vaccine or something like that. Assuming that didn't happen, because you said you woke up that way. Secondly, it could be through the nose. You could be breathing molds or funguses, or if you're working in a nuclear power plant or a coal mine or something, you could be breathing in toxins. That happens occasionally, but not that often. By far and away, the most likely suspect is going to be foods and a breakdown in the gut. So what you got to do is you got to look for digestive symptoms. And I'm going to tell you, Tony, I'm Pharmacist Ben. I'm not Psychic Ben. I'm Pharmacist Ben. But I'm going to give you a psychic reading on the radio. There's something going on in your digestive system. All right? How old are you, brother?
40.
Okay. So it makes sense because right around the age of 40, or maybe even a little earlier, things that you didn't notice before are going to reach a critical mass. They're going to be like the straw that breaks the camel's back. You're going to reach a threshold point. At the age of 40, it's not uncommon for this threshold point to be reached. Stuff is building up, building up, building up. Then one day you wake up and you go, oh my God, I'm dizzy. I got vertigo. What happened? It must have been something that just happened. No, it was a buildup of something that happened, and all of a sudden the straw breaks the camel's back. It's not that last straw that breaks the camel's back. It's the straws that have been piling up on the camel's back over the course of time. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So again, I'm not a psychic. I'm a pharmacist. But I'm telling you, this is how the body breaks down. Look for digestive symptomology. Food allergies, food intolerances, constipation, diarrhea, bloating. These are all very important clues for you. The vertigo is a symptom. The vertigo is a leaf on the tree. It's not the trunk and it's not the root. And you can't take care of the leaf on the tree without taking care first of the root and the trunk. And once you take care of the root and the trunk, you don't have to worry about the leaf. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So get yourself a food diary. Start doing keeping track of everything you're eating and how you feel from a digestive system perspective. That's always move number one, no matter what your health challenge is. Okay, something's getting into your blood. We're not going to know what that is until we assess what's happening with foods. Then you're going to want to, if you fast, by the way, your vertigo should be reduced or even be eliminated if you do a fast. How's that for a quick cure? Now, you have to eat eventually, so it's not a permanent cure, but you'll notice relief when you stop eating. Get yourself some Suero V if you want to, if you feel like you can't fast entirely, get a Suero V or do celery juice, which is awesome for fasting. Even celery, what I like to do is sprouts. Do you have a Vitamix or blender, high-power blender, NutriBullet, something like that?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Go get yourself sprouts. Get zesty sprouts. They're spicy. Throw in some celery, maybe a little tiny piece of beet, and that's all you eat for 2 days is celery, sprout, beet juice for 2 days. And then you can get the Suero V if you want to order that, and that's also good for a cleanse. Your vertigo symptoms will subside just from that. Now, once you start eating again, you're going to notice that there's certain foods that cause a problem, and then you're going to want to eliminate those foods. Then you want to start to patch up the digestive system. The glucogel caps are wonderful. Probiotics, the Biolumin Nightly Essence, wonderful for patching up the digestive system. The Fuchs Z, very important for patching up the digestive system. Use the Mighty 90 and sip on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Last but most certainly not least, slow, deep breathing can also help you regain your balance and eliminate some of that dizziness. Practice slow, deep breathing. And if you want to do one more thing, salt can help you. Celtic sea salt, very important for the adrenal glands, and you may have a little bit of hypo or low blood pressure, hypotension going on with the vertigo as well, especially if it happens, if it gets worse when you stand up. That sometimes has to do with the adrenal glands, which also follows a breakdown in the digestive system, so using Celtic sea salt. Tony, there's lots of things you could do. If you do just 1/3 of what I just told you, you're going to notice benefits. And there's nothing, I know it's scary, so you went to the ER, but there's nothing your doctor can do except diagnose you with spinning or dizziness. How's that? Can you believe that? They diagnose you with dizziness when you go in for dizziness. Oh, yes, you have dizziness. That's what vertigo is. Yes, go ahead.
Let me ask you a quick question. You mentioned mold and fungus. What if that was the cause?
It could be. It's unlikely. But it could be. Okay. You got to look for a place where there's mold and fungus. It's possible. Absolutely, that's possible. But it's unlikely. But that's something that you want to maybe consider. I got to move on, brother. Thank you so much for your call, Tony. Good luck with everything. Don't forget the deep breathing, though. That's very helpful. All right, Todd, what's going on? Todd in Oregon. Welcome to the bright side.
Hey, Ben, staying along the lines of your digestive health conversation, hey, I have a cousin that has Crohn's disease and bowel inflammation, and he doesn't seem to listen to me. And right now he's going through the typical medical model protocol, which is the prednisone, the infusion. That
just breaks my heart. What do you got to bring me down for here, Todd? What's going on?
I know. It brings me down. He doesn't listen to me, and I'm giving him your advice.
It's terrible. It's heartbreaking, dude. It's so heartbreaking, Todd.
I'm hoping he's going to listen.
Crohn's disease is an eating disease, period. End of story. Eating disease. You got to change the way you eat and patch up the gut. It's so easy. You can have Crohn's disease is like all diseases. And I said this, I did a talk here last week in Santa Cruz, last weekend in Santa Cruz. I said, there's no disease. There's disease-ing. Put an ing at the end, and that turns the noun into a verb. Why is that important? Because if it's a verb, it means it's an action. Verbs are actions. If it's an action, that means we're doing something. It's actually a reaction. So we got to figure out what we're doing. With Crohn's disease, it's an eating disease. You got to change the way you eat. If he fasts, he gets immediate relief. Immediate. Use the glucogel caps, the Fuchs, the Biolumin Nightly Essence, digestive enzymes after all meals, apple cider vinegar, fermented foods. These are all incredibly powerful strategies. You marginalize them at your own risk. And Todd, my friend, if your cousin, I think you said, or your friend, whoever it was, if he wants to go to the doctor and be medicalized, more power to him. Jesus loves everybody, even people who go to the doctor and just waste their time and take prescription drugs that shorten their lives. God loves everybody. So I don't ever tell anybody what to do if they want to go to the medical model. But I'm telling you, there's nothing they can do. On the other hand, there's everything you can do, we can do. We don't need doctors for our health, and there is no relationship between medicine and health. Medicine is a distinct subject. Medicine is important for shutting things down. Occasionally, that's necessary. Medicine is important for stitching things back on. Occasionally, that's necessary. And medicine, of course, is occasionally important for killing bacteria and infectious microbes. Other than that, medicine is not health. We got to get that through our heads because it's not serving us. This is why we're the most medicalized culture in the history of the planet and the sickest simultaneously. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for listening, friends. I apologize if I left you on hold. Call back tomorrow. I know I say it all the time, but call back tomorrow. We'll get you first up. Check out my website, truthtreatments.com, and my blog, pharmacistben.com. We'll talk to y'all later, folks. Have an awesome, wonderful, beautiful day. Bye for now.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
More and more people are discovering the incredible benefits of alkalizing the body, and there's no better product for it than AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops. Packed with a powerful combination of the most alkaline minerals and compounds, just a few drops in water will rid your body of harmful waste and give you more vibrance and vigor than you've had in years. Now buy 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Results will vary from case to case.